us and turned me into such. All you granted me was lust. And what I seemed to have grown was rust. Are you displeased? Are you angry? My light and my angels' wings have been bruised and restrained. Those who break to blood are so fumes in vain. So believe in me and elect, I'm your leader today. Rise! So speak for me, little sister. Wanna leave you for another mister. Leave you with a pool of water. The water is my alma mater. dust and turned me into such. All you granted me was lust. And what I seemed to have grown was rust. Are you displeased? Are you angry? My angels' wings have been bruised every strain. Those who break to blood are so fumes in vain. So believe in me and elect, I'm your leader today. Rise! So speak for me, little sister. Wanna leave you for another mister. Leave you in a pool of water. The water is my alma mater.
All right, we're live.
All right.
Yo.
Then welcome back,
Hey,
everyone,
Billy.
to the next episode of Here Be Dragons. And without further ado, who will be giving our recap tonight?
Oh god, who wants to give it?
I can do it.
Okay.
Okay. Made our way into town along the riverbank to avoid being noticed. We found an abandoned building. While we were resting inside that, we had Klaus do a little poking around because it's small. And he noticed Lara and Cindrus approaching. While Sapphire, Corvus, and Chestnut went out to go around, Lessla and Inik stayed behind along with Drake and Klaus, who had returned. We sent Calico off. So I'm looking around right now. When Cindrus and Lara arrive, and they're going to go investigate and help out the investigation. So they all changed outfits. The 3 Dragonkin were left in the place. They reconvened with us, and as we were making our way to a marketplace, we noticed a bunch of guards, so we decided to duck into another abandoned house, or seemingly abandoned building of some kind. We saw them just gathering, and Cheese was just sniffing around, seeing what was going on, before a man appeared. Guards noted him, and a fight ensued. We cleaned them up, but one was left, who seemed to be a little different from the rest. And he said, and I think we were going to go to a place to interrogate him, and that was where we ended off.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's also a very punny fight.
Yeah,
Not a,
well,
not a,
yeah.
not a good
I don't
one-liners.
Yeah.
describe the combats in great detail.
Well, you neglected to mention the fact that Cheese was being a dickish cat to at least 2 people before turning back to normal.
Yep. Also,
Yeah.
I finally remember what movie that scene last week reminded me of. It reminded me of Bolt. When they're in like the final like 20 minutes of the movie where the
Yep.
hamster rolls up to one of the actors in costume and he sees the hamster in a ball.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep.
I have not thought about that
I'm
movie
surprised that no one caught on to that,
in a
honestly.
solid 4 years.
I just
don't
watched
think
it
I
the other
ever
day.
watched that movie.
I haven't watched it in. When did that movie come out?
Probably 5 years ago.
No,
than 5
A
years.
long time.
2008. Oh.
I remember
Oh,
seeing trailers
jeez.
and stuff for it. It's older.
Oh my
Ugh.
god, I was young when that came out.
You said 2000. It means it was what?
15 years ago.
15 years ago.
Yeah.
God.
It's been over 10
damn.
years
God.
since I've seen that movie, and oh my god. Excuse me while I wither away into dust.
Anyway. Yeah, you have a tied up guard, or cultist, or whatever he is.
Snake person.
Yeah, that.
He is a Yuan-Ti.
That you guys are just, I guess, kind of dragging away with you as you go and try and find somewhere to hide.
Yes. Oh, wait, and Klaus.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
and
Lessla
Klaus-
got
got a
passed
feeling
out.
from
Yeah,
Klaus
there was that.
that he
Yes.
went beepy-eepy.
Which I mentioned to Corvus at the end. Oh wait, no, because I shut the
You
stream
signed up.
down.
You started signing up the stream because I forgot to mention that right away.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I feel Klaus go unconscious, which is not something he usually does. Usually he's like semi-awake because cats. And I look to Corvus and I say, I think our friends may have been captured.
We have friends?
Boy Klaus.
Klaus is not a friend. He's a bitch. But boy, yes. We should go check on him.
You
And
brought a
Inik was part
child
of
to
that.
this village knowing it was dangerous? Huh?
No, just boy.
Yeah.
He could be a child. I haven't asked him.
Boy is a ambush drake.
A what?
Dragon dog.
This poor man just being smothered to
Oh,
death
that's
by 4 people.
Well, we're
Lara
carrying him
walks
off
up
somewhere.
to Liari
Right.
and just sort of like starts trying to lead him behind everyone. Let's just get going before anyone else shows up, please.
Oh, yeah, that.
I'm sure we'll be fine. How many more guards can there really be?
Yeah, he's
I want
gagged.
to kick the dude that's gagged.
No,
Shut up.
we're carrying him off.
Oh,
The-
just gonna like tap him to basically be like, shut up, stop.
I think he's trying to tell us how many guards there's supposed to be, and I'm going to bet a lot.
Well, he can tell us when we're in a location where the walls are slightly soundproof.
All right, fine.
Well, I don't think our original hiding spot is secure anymore.
Nope. And
He starts trying to gesture with his head in a direction.
Which way should we go?
I'm gonna roll
Well.
insight on his directions, I guess.
For
He's-
what purpose?
To try and see if
Okay.
he's leading us to a trap or not, but
Okay.
he genuinely wants you to go in that direction.
and
Sapphire?
is there any malicious intent?
Sapphire?
Mm-hmm.
The only intent is the intent not to die. She is convinced will happen if you do not follow his directions.
All right, I will gesture that way. To try and lead us to a trap or not, but okay.
What?
That is quite the echo
Carrington,
you've
you
got
are
there.
echoing pretty hard, big man.
Yeah. All
There
right.
you go.
Oh, it's a stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why
Alright.
we said he was echoing. I'm like, huh.
So,
Do you not know
You-
your
I
own
will
voice?
follow his directions and lead the party.
does that go for everyone else as well?
Sure, we'll trust him for now.
Okay.
I
So,
get the sense he really doesn't want to die.
as you start following this fellow through the streets, you guys are currently
Imagine
right
We're the
here.
about-
marketplace.
yeah, you're about this way. He's leading you down this way
Okay.
and down further around this way until like right about in here.
So over here.
Yeah, where there is, in spite of what it shows on the map, there's like a little shanty shack.
Ooh,
Looks
we
like it's
love
been
ourselves a
overgrown.
shanty.
Yeah, it looks like it's been overgrown by the most copious amount of kudzu and vines you've ever seen in your life.
This place.
And there's like a little door that you can just barely see through the vines.
Oh,
It
this is
surprisingly
amazing.
opens pretty easily.
Nice hiding spot.
I imagine you all file in and find a place to shove this fellow in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right. So you all make your way inside this little
I-
shack. There aren't really any windows in it.
I really
Not
wish
that
I had
that would
given
really
you some
help.
magic. I'm surprised you don't have a different token for this guy without the helmet
You
on.
haven't unmasked him yet.
Yes, we did.
We did last time.
And then you said you put it back on.
That's true.
Okay. Well, then I must unmask him again.
Okay.
Shadow, I would like to request that my little buddy that's hiding in my hair hide outside and let us know if danger is approaching.
Okay, we'll do so.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you've got him gagged in the chair, tied up, soaking wet.
Mhm,
Uh,
mhm.
Now
Now
what?
we dunked him in a barrel.
I'm going to, holding my staff at his face, take off the gag and say, "If you scream, I'm going to blast you with magic."
My friend, I would never, on my honor, which I have very little of, I'll admit.
I do believe that blasting him with magic would only make him scream more.
Well, that's if I
That
don't
is
kill him
also
first.
entirely true,
Well, that's if I don't kill you immediately.
and I have no doubt that you're very capable of that.
Yes. Did you know that the only thing that keeps your stomach from eating the rest of your body is the lining?
Not sure if that's how it works for me, but that's good to know about humans.
Well, we can always test it later if you do something.
All right, enough threatening. Let's just ask the questions we want.
Yes.
Yes,
Who are you?
please. Ah, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Otzel. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance, really.
I imagine he's trying to do a sort
Although,
of
I
bow.
wish it could be under much better circumstances.
Otzo?
Otzel. O-T-Z-U-L.
CZUL.
Ed-U-L.
Now, my friends, how can I be of service to you?
Well,
What
how
is
many
you-
guards are there?
A lot. A lot doesn't even really begin to cover it.
Alright, alright. Well, you seem to made it apparent that you are not actually a part of these guards. Who are
Nope.
you and who sent you here?
Who am I? Well, I think I just explained that about as well as
Not
I can, really.
your name.
I'm not really sure what else you'd want from me, friend.
What kingdom do you work for? And
Work
what
for is a
organization within that kingdom sent you here?
Work for is a bit of a strong word. Hail from might be the better suggestion. Even then, they're not exactly the biggest fans of me over there. Probably best if you never bring up my name, actually.
I hate spies.
Spy? Also not entirely accurate.
Then what would you label yourself as?
I would call myself a bit of entrepreneur of various artifacts and interesting things people might like to acquire.
You know, sounds like what Lady Silverster described as a pirate.
That's actually not too far off,
So
but
what?
not entirely accurate either.
So why are you here?
Well, I do have my reasons. Any chance you might be willing to tell me yours before I go spilling my guts all over the floor? Or are you going to do that if I don't?
Do not tempt me with a good time.
What is wrong with you?
You met
there,
That's the
there
thing.
are a lot of things
Terrify
wrong
me.
with her.
Can I speak to someone else? Anyone,
No.
please.
Would
Understood.
you like to speak to me?
You
don't
are
want to
far
speak
She
to
worse.
her.
cranes her neck down.
Anyway,
Right.
I have a bit of a disagreement with these fellows. A bit of a familial one. Your friend there actually kind of has my reasoning so snugly nestled around her neck. I would very much like to have that back if I could.
No, I like it. It's shiny.
I see.
Cheese, his locket is like my locket. Give it back to him.
That would be very much appreciated.
I mean, losers weepers. You let it get taken. So.
Let us finish the conversation before we get sidetracked by possessions.
Uh-huh. Well, I've been trying to figure out a bit about who exactly these people are. Gotta tell you, gang, so far off the map. Like, it's not even on there. I don't know why people keep really calling them that.
Because as far as we were aware prior to this incident, They were only localized to the township of Waterdeep.
Oh, they are not localized at all.
As we have learned.
Believe me, these guys have their hands in the pot all over the place. Been doing so for quite some time. Pretty sure that the good old corpse of remembrance not going to be too happy with them and what they've been doing.
Well, what have they been doing?
Well, they're real nutters. They think they're trying to revive some. You're dealing with a cult. I think that's pretty obvious by now.
Are you...
Very much so, yes. Continue.
Could I do a history check?
Yes, you could.
All right. I have a feeling that I probably know who these guys are.
Okay. Go ahead. So, what are you trying to get from this history check?
Whether these guys are, if the descriptions I've heard so far are the same of the dragon cults of old.
The Cult of the Dragon? Yes.
Yeah. At which point, Lessla kind of just walks up to a wall and hits her head against it.
That looks very uncomfortable, my lady. What are you doing?
This is some derivative of the cult of the dragon.
That would be the one.
You said they were trying to revive something. Probably not a good thing. Do you know what that thing is?
Your god.
Either Tiamat
Oh.
or Shazar.
Chazar, no. They're pretty distinctly in the Tiamat corner.
Lovely. Just lovely. And you can see, like, there's, like, you know the vein people get when they're, like, very
The anime
frustrated?
vein?
Yeah. Lesla's is starting to grow as she's becoming more and more frustrated with every detail that comes out.
Gentle pat-pats on Lesla's back.
For reasons that are very obvious to her, but no one else.
Little soothing motions on Lesla's back.
I hate it when people are trying to revive gods for no other reason than to revive them.
Well, I'm pretty sure they have a reason, but they haven't exactly shared that with me yet. Just something about awakening the divine worm, destruction and chaos upon their enemies, return of the dragons, that sort of thing. Pretty standard fare for this type of guy.
Well, they're a dragon cult. We know that now. That's great. I love it. Can't wait to share that with the town guard and have them kill every single one of them they find. Anyway, you're here for familiar reasons, it seems.
That would be the case.
At which point, Lessla says, if you are opposed to the dragon cult, then you are more than likely not a danger to us at the moment. And she will take the ritual dagger and cut and actually no, because I don't want to cut rope. Cutting rope is like the worst thing to do in D&D because
you start to do that. Oh, I assume you want your rope back.
Yes.
He takes it out from behind his back and hands it to you untied.
Yeah, I had a feeling. At which point, Lessla sheaths the ritual-looking knife and takes the rope.
So, I've spilled my guts without you doing it for me. Thank you very much for that, by the way.
Once again, do not tempt me.
Point taken.
He's playing nice, Lessla.
Thank
It's only fair we do the
you.
same.
Thank you.
Sapphire just gives him a smile. Skip.
What need to be known about us is that we were commissioned by an individual to solve the disappearances that have been going on in this town. Or actually, This is a hamlet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, in this hamlet.
Understood. Kind of trying to figure out the same thing myself. I've pretty much figured out, as I'm sure you have, who's responsible. As for what they're doing with them, well, that's been decidedly above my dedication level.
Well, we should have stolen the uniforms.
Don't think that would have done you too much good.
I don't
See,
think I
that
would
one,
fit into a helmet.
well, there is also that. But that one, and the points at Syndrus, and those two over there, they really want those ones.
We are well aware that they are seeking these two, and evidently they were also going for the bar. Did Liori ever give his name, or Liari?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, he did just say this one and then these two. So
Okay, so I was not paying attention. I might already be
listening
drinking a beer.
comprehension. Listening
dear Lord.
comprehension.
Anyway, Mr. Did you just gave us your first name? You didn't give us your full name, right?
I'm gonna
Right?
let that slide, as you're clearly not too familiar with my people. That's
No,
about
no,
all
I'm
the
talking
name I
about. I'm
have.
out of character, talking to Knight.
Oh, my bad.
I think he gave you his full name.
Okay, Mr. Phoenician here.
Yeah.
Well, no, I was just trying to continue, but I couldn't say it properly in character because I didn't know what I knew. So they're targeting these three for. I can only guess their current disposition, which means that if they were to learn of ours, they'd be more than likely trying to take us as well. Which,
And I'm pretty sure our presence would be noticeable even if we were disguised.
If
Which-
you're on the list, they've got people who can dig you out. Already been doing it, and they already got one here. Big shot.
Probably.
and
Look,
Inik,
all I know is anyone who can take out a purple dragon knight's not someone I want to mess with.
Purple Dragon Knight.
Yep. Wears the armor on his shoulder like a trophy. Anyone that
yeah.
bold? Way above my pay grade.
So not.
We'll have to inform Colonel Chestnut.
That we will.
Well, and their main base of operations happens to be.
No clue.
What about their main base of operations in this hamlet?
Around here, they have the mayor's mansion and the barracks pretty well tied up. Old mayor died. New guy? Can't say I'm a fan.
How did
Can't
the
say most of the
old mayor
villagers are a fan
die?
either.
Not really clear on the subject, but I'm willing to take a guess there's some foul play involved.
Well, I'm going
You
to look at Zarfea and say, "Were you aware that the old mayor died?"
She shrugs.
Okay, well that explains the change in attitude towards the civilian populace. It is clear that I have a feeling that the new mayor was not appointed by any regional lord nor elected to his position.
Well, bit complicated with the right of succession thing. Uncle dies. Kinda snobbish nephew takes over. It's the standard fare, really. Seen it before,
Yeah.
you'll see it again.
Sapphire's just nodding along to this, like, yeah, that checks out.
Nobility. What are you gonna do? No offense to you, ma'am.
And this
Jester
is why
Silverster.
in the Silvery Empire there are large documents pertaining to heritage.
Well, that is very good for you. So, are we gonna do something like, say, deal with the cult in this town, or what exactly? What
Well,
exactly are you guys doing here?
our first order of business at this point is to find my pseudo dragon, the ambush drake, and and my bodyguard Inik, who have more than likely been captured if they are capable of seeking people with our disposition out, which also indicates that they more than likely have the ability to track us to whichever location we go to, and we cannot stay in one place for too long.
Guys, there's smoke rising outside.
Is
From
there
where?
Shadow? I've been at this door listening for everything. I positioned myself there.
Yeah, you don't hear like screaming and shouting or fires roaring.
Oh, we should probably investigate that.
We should have one more question before we go. Where are the prisoners being held? That's a good question.
Honestly, I don't know.
Oh, you're so
On your pay
helpful.
grade.
Unfortunately, was kind of working my way into figuring it out, but pretty sure that ship has sailed.
Well, now you can
But
do
you
things
saw
the
them
fun way.
take a purple dragon knight?
Not saw them kill. Saw him walk into town with a bit of the armor,
Mm-hmm.
and it takes a special kind of individual to go parading that around.
What type of race was the person who beat the Purple Dragon Knight? Dragonborn?
Not sure.
Lizard Man?
I'm
War
pretty sure he
cloak? Hard to tell. Gave off a real creepy vibe, though.
Alright.
Think he's a sorcerer, some sort of magic. Uh, what's it? Pretty sure it's got some magic to him. I'm not exactly an expert in that field.
Well, there's nothing more for us to ask questions about here. Shall we go investigate this smoke and prepare to walk into a trap?
I'm waiting for an answer from where the smoke's coming from.
Oh, yeah. So, about the same direction as where you guys originally checked up when you first got here.
Oh, so that house is on fire.
That is a possibility.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Right.
about this time you hear some scratching on the door. Corvus in a very familiar whine.
I get the suspicion that my friend is telling me that yes, it is a boy.
Yeah.
So I will open the door for him.
Yeah. So, boy saunters on in, and he looks up at Corvus whining and puts down a very gently held but also very unconscious Clouth, who seems to be just peacefully sleeping.
I'll
Mm.
kneel down and look at the small pseudo dragon.
Yep.
He looks
Les-
fine. He looks like he's just fast asleep.
Lessla, seeing Clouth, will
I'll
quickly
scoop him
walk
up.
over and hold her hands out and says, "May I see him?"
Seems firm for the most part. I hand a cloth over to her. Dragons were meant to be resistant to sleep effects.
Hmm. They're
Oh,
resistant
this
to...
one seems broken.
Lessla scowls at Liari and says, "Dragons are resistant to magical effects. If it was not a magical effect, it could still, like, sleep powders or other types of drugs."
Magic resistance also doesn't mean immunity. That I know from personal experience.
Is boy injured?
He seems fine. There's maybe some like singe marks on his armor, but nothing that got through.
Also, really quick, you
Boy
should
has
probably get rid
armor.
of the effect on him because
Oh
he is
yeah, I probably
very much
should.
obviously no longer bound.
Yeah, I probably should. So let me get rid of the
I'll whisper to the Drake. Is the big one dead?
shakes his head.
Probably doesn't know.
In the house.
Oh, we've got a tracker now.
So he's able to find me. Which is good. Guess we smell like each other.
It's also possible, and I don't mean to say this in any terms equating to his inability to be careful, but that he may have been tracked here. We must leave quickly.
That sounds like a good plan.
Any window?
And
no
it's
window. You said
one
there was
I'm
no
all
window.
for.
Said there's no windows in this
Also,
place?
I'm keeping my eye on him. I don't want him pickpocketing me.
There's no. You said there was no windows in this place.
Correct.
No.
Corvus will duck low because arrows always aim where the chest would be, so he ducks low, cracks the door open, and if there's like any kind of thing he
Nope.
can roll into, we'll.
Not
Right,
there.
you
You don't
basically-
see anything out there immediately. Sorry, I thought that's what you're asking.
Yeah,
not catching
and
an arrow
basically
today.
he's doing.
Also, I would have
he's-
told you if my friend noticed any.
Yeah,
people.
but Corvus doesn't trust you yet. He
Corvus
does his
doesn't
own
trust
stuff.
anyone. He never will.
Fair.
And Corvus
Eventually, we're gonna have
basically-
heart to hearts.
Corvus will basically be sticking to the foliage and cover the leaves, but he'll make sure everything's clear before signaling to the others to leave as well.
Lessla
Also,
will
it's best you
follow
stick with
along.
us for now.
I
Strength
have
is-
no intention of doing anything else for the moment.
Yes, yes.
Remember, Otto, I have collateral. And she jingles the locket that she has now put around her neck.
I'm very much aware.
She
Now,
winks.
Miss, after you.
Cheese has grown up so well.
Which miss is he referring to? Is the real question.
Sapphire first.
Okay.
There's what, 4 of us?
Yeah.
Mhm. And he
Five.
starts gesturing everyone to go by.
There are 5.
Mm-hmm. There
One,
are.
two,
There
three-
are
yeah,
many.
5.
It was. Aw. It's a shame, Knight, your character is not a woman. It would be a harem for Corvus.
Oh,
No.
Oh my god.
I'm
Can
not
still be
doing
a
it
harem.
again.
I was literally told not to play a woman because it was.
I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, I was literally saying, "Are you playing a woman?"
Liari
I
is
went,
androgynous enough.
I was like, "Are you playing a woman?" And I went, "What?" I went, "Don't play a woman." I went, "Why?" I
You
went,
see,
"I
you
want a
see,
fucking
you
harem."
see, Shadow. When making the character, I understood what I was doing by making him androgynous.
Uh-huh.
Oh, perfect.
Anyway,
Anyways.
Sapphire follows Corvus out, sticking to the foliage where I easily.
Mm-hmm. And Lessla is moving very carefully.
It's only a little bit of foliage. Let's go
Alright.
alleyways.
so moving back out here, I want everyone to roll a stealth check.
Alright.
We really wish we had passed without a trace at this moment, but you're not. high enough level.
Motherfuck!
Well,
I.
Sapphire, you go
bad.
about 5 feet and step on like a
Glass.
no, you go
No,
about
I-
5 feet and hear a very familiar screech of a cat.
Did you step on
Calico.
Calico?
Sorry.
Yeah, who runs by and hops up onto Corvus's shoulder and hisses at you.
Did
It's
we ever
not-
get the cat's name, or we just know it as
Corvus
cat?
has not. Corvus has seemingly doesn't acknowledge the cat other than to give it scratches, and then just goes about his day.
Okay. Sorry, Kitty.
Wait, isn't that the second time you've done that?
No, Cheese did
Oh.
it first.
Okay.
And woke Sapphire up and was very annoyed. Sorry, Kitty.
More hissing.
Understandable.
Oh, it's all right. She didn't mean it.
Liari's gonna
Hello.
pet the cat.
She allows it.
How many
Silly
pets
kitty.
do you have? Corvus, I think they said your name was.
At which point Corvus answers, I don't have pets.
I don't have
Corvus
pets. I
just
have
ask why.
Well,
Yeah, why?
I don't know. I might be allergic to one.
Brunson goes back to sneaking.
All right. So with jeez,
the
with what
failure
everyone
out of
rolled, with what everyone rolled, we'll see. Oh, of course.
Jeez.
You start sneaking through the alleys. Cheese, you're the first one to notice after a little while. You have completely lost track of Otzel. None of you know where he went.
Oh, that bitch.
Does she still have the locket around her neck?
No,
Yep, that checks out.
No.
no.
Jesus Christ.
Beef after my own heart.
That. Oh,
Yeah,
I need that locket back.
You
Yeah,
don't need that locket back. It's
I
Yes,
did
I
not
do.
realize that the sleight of hand for that stat block was so high.
I need that back
why do you need it back?
because I need it.
Because she stole it fair and square.
He stole it back fair and square. Now let's get moving, shall we?
A
That really
competition.
does track a noble talking about how stealing is fair and square.
Well, there's. You wouldn't understand.
What are you
Possession is
talking
a
about? I
falsehood. It's
understand.
mine.
I understand perfectly.
Cheese, if you really want to lock it, we can talk to my brother when we get back to
No, I
Waterdeep.
want his locket.
No, we'll just have to find him again. Anyway,
I
so
doubt
what
we will.
exactly is our plan here? So, like, what are we doing?
We are investigating the smoke to see
Entirely
what
sure
is
that's a
going
good
on.
idea.
I meant beyond that. Like, are we gonna charge their headquarters in this town and I don't know, be like heroes or something, or like I don't know. To be honest, none of you seem terribly heroic to me.
Oh, wonderful. I
something?
wasn't going for that.
I
Well,
think
good.
our best option is to remove the political support from this town and to oust the current mayor, who more than likely has connections to their higher ups, as well as documentation pertaining to any dealings he had. And if we can get those, we can easily send them to the Waterdeep township and hopefully get their gods to react to trouble in their territory.
That's awfully boring. But Rebel Underdog does have a certain ring to it.
Oh, yes, and we need to find out where the prisoners are. That's probably a good thing to know.
Which, again, will probably be answered by documentation within the house itself.
Hmm. So are we breaking into the mayor's house?
After we discover what the source of the smoke is, we will more than likely have
It's
to
more
go
than
investigate
likely
the
the
mayor's
place
house.
we were just in. Our little original hidey hole.
Knowing
Yeah.
Inik, he didn't go quietly.
Well,
He
we
has
know
a tendency to burn people alive.
we know they're not gonna kill him.
Burn people alive?
He is a dragonborn.
And
Oh.
he has the
Fire
breath
breath will
thing.
do that, I guess.
Well,
More
he
It's
uses
lightning.
lightning.
It's more terrifying, arguably.
Oh. You people are... okay.
Cheese has a big old smile.
Sapphire just shrugs.
All right. Well, hopefully the river's current is not too strong. If we do have to sneak across, we can probably just go through the river. And hopefully by the time we do have to come to that, Klauth is awake and can fly himself.
Trying to remember where the mayor's house is.
It's
Or is it
the big
the
thing.
one by the barracks?
He is
It's-
way over here.
Is that
Yeah,
it?
let me
No.
zoom out like all the way. Go ahead. Yep, okay. So mayor's house, and I thought these were also the barracks. So
These are the barracks over here.
I had to have.
Jesus,
What
is
a
I cannot
mayor's
see
house.
anything.
Oh, yeah,
you're
okay.
clicking on.
And this over here is the general rich part of town.
Mm-hmm.
These bridges, from what you've seen, are very well guarded.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go investigate the smoke. On to the smoke.
Which again is by a bridge.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure, let's go.
Over.
Let's go
We need
murder
to
all
go.
the
We don't
guards
need to
at the
go right
bridge.
up. We should get from a distance.
Yeah, we just need to be able to see it. That's like investigating doesn't mean going into the fucking building.
So the more you go over there, the more you actually start to see more and more people headed in that direction, including a lot of the guards or cultists, as you now know them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And right about here, there is like a huge crowd that it's hard to wade through or see through.
I cannot see your pings at all.
Are they? What color are your pinks? They're dark green, right?
Green,
They're
yes.
dark green, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to assume about here is where the crowd is.
No,
Yeah.
No?
to the left. Oh, I know why you can't see them.
Are you on the GM
You're on the
layer
GM
again?
layer?
Yes, I
Layer?
was. Yep,
God
You
damn it!
Silly goose.
it's right there.
Goofy, goober.
Right about
You
there
have to
is
go over your
where
entire
the
explanation all over again.
yeah. So this is the mayor's house.
Okay, I was right when I pinged over there.
Rich part of town.
Mm-hmm.
Barracks. Well guarded bridges.
Mm-hmm.
Can
Nothing about the banks being well guarded though.
well because
Or are they
who-
too steep?
we
They're
climbed up
for the
the
most
things.
part too steep. You got a very lucky
Slope.
spot. Yeah.
Does anyone have
And-
earth mold?
Crowd is right about here.
Good thing we're coming from like this direction.
How tall are the houses?
The houses mostly one story. There are a couple that are two.
Story. It's about 14 feet.
Cheese was able to clamber up there as a cat.
I
You
look
can
at the
probably
cat
do
on
it
my
as a
shoulder
person.
and look up on the look up towards the roof.
She rolls her eyes and hops up.
I'm gonna ask my friend to kind of like also get a look if he can.
Yep.
While being careful.
Yep. He flutters off. You all start to hear a very loud and very booming voice. You can't quite make out what it's saying right now, but there's someone who's very clearly just
Barking
being
orders.
loud. Yeah.
I would
Could
like
that
to.
could be
I would
that.
like to strain my ears to try and hear.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna need to get closer to hear it.
Yeah.
I'll get
Lesla's
closer.
using her shorter stature to kind of just kind of slip through the crowd.
Okay.
Cheese doesn't quite understand subtlety. She's just trying to get closer.
I'm gonna hang back. I have
Yeah.
a buddy who can just, quietly talk with me.
They die. They die.
He better fucking not die.
Oh, I'm talking about those two.
Oh yeah, they die. They die.
So who all is trying to get closer to hear it?
I
Sure,
am.
we already will as well.
Okay. But doesn't seem like Lessla and Corvus are.
No, I am.
Sapphire.
I was the first one that said I
Sapphire.
was trying to get
Right.
closer.
Sapphire is not going closer.
Okay.
Corvus knows better than to get mixed up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Corvus on his way to do nothing again.
So
Let's go.
Cheese,
It's the best
Liari,
way to survive. Best way to survive
and,
a fight is to not fight.
Cheese, Liari, and Lessla. I need no stealth check from you this time with advantage,
All right.
Oh.
because you are basically trying to snake your way through a crowd.
11.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you guys sneak pretty well. Lessla, you almost bump into one of the guards, but Liari kind of sort of swiftly puts himself between the two of you and manages to guide you away a little bit.
Hold on, that roll was incorrect. I rolled an 11. Um,
How is
I don't know
it-
why it calculated as that.
Because
You were.
I don't know why
It says
it
9 plus
calculates that
9.
either.
Huh.
I just rolled with
Okay,
advantage. I should have an 11.
Regardless,
9 plus 9 plus
Not a
2.
20.
Uh,
I apologize. I don't know what happened.
with Liari's nat 20, he's able to keep the both of you
Oh.
from sort of
roll-
almost causing an issue.
I assume my little buddy is gonna be able to relay what's being said to me.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And so what you all see as you get within distance to see is standing on the bridge, look and sort of surrounded by the fire, not really caring about the burning house that is currently
course not.
collapsing, or the fire strewn across the streets, or the very large blue dragonborn being dragged back over the bridge by like 7 cultists.
Hmm.
As that's just what's needed. Is this.
Ah,
And I probably will do my best to describe what is being relayed to me to Corvus.
Yeah.
Huh. It's a golden dragonborn,
He
huh?
stands probably about 9 feet tall.
Tail and no tail.
Very prominent tail.
That's not a dragon.
Dragonborns can have tails,
They can.
but if he has a tail, it's more than likely a lizard folk.
Or half
Okay.
dragon.
Yeah, he is sort of just stomping around with the he seems to have quieted down now as he's just sort of looking out over the crowd. Well, anyone else? Anyone else want to challenge me? That one tried.
Cheese has the
Uh-oh.
overwhelming urge to raise
Gestures
her
back,
hand.
gestures back to Inik.
Inik.
Liari raises his hand.
No!
Oh no!
Oh,
Is
it's
Get
that
ready
a
to roll
character?
another character!
Yeah.
Oh,
This.
no.
What a story this will
Inik.
make. Why not?
Cheese holds-
Inik got wharfed, is what he did.
Cheese holds Liari's hand.
I want you to be very sure of what you're about to do.
I have no idea what I'm about to do, but
Oh, it's fine.
You're about to
Fucking
roll a new
die.
character. Here's
the-
a blank sheet.
don't know.
the moment you start gesturing to raise your hand, Lesla's going to grab your wrist and say, "Subtlety is better in this moment." And
Why?
because Inik, the blue dragonborn, was my bodyguard and could easily best anyone that we knew of in combat.
I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be a great story. Come on.
This is
Killed 2 men with 1 blow of his breath. I don't recommend challenging this man, no matter how much my knee-jerk reaction is to challenge him.
Whoever he is, he seems completely unharmed.
at which point Lesla is going to how far away is the house?
This house,
Yeah.
from you guys, probably about 60 feet.
Okay. Because I need to do something. Lesla is going to just double checking my range on my mage hand. 30 feet, yeah. Lesla,
Oh, she has to get her clothes back.
I have to get my rapier.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care about the clothes. I can get new. I narratively, I have more than one set of noble clothes.
Yeah, he sort of begins traipsing forward towards the crowd.
Lesla.
Any more you lot get any ideas? There's gonna be a lot less houses. And a lot more piles of ash. Got that? Not a
Les-
single person makes a peep.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt a single person moves.
Lessla, using the
Jesus
crowd to
Christ.
kind of hide herself, is going to make her way closer to the house to try and cast Mage Hand to grab where her rapier was.
Okay.
Cheese is sticking close to Lessla.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check, Lessla.
Alright. Advantage or no?
No, not this time.
Doesn't
Both
Cheese
of
need
us,
to roll
since
one
I
too?
am-
Because Cheese is going with Lessla.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then Cheese will need to roll one as well.
Consistently rolling 11.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I thought you had advantage.
No, no advantage.
No,
No,
not
not
this
this time.
Okay.
They're too close. And you see as he's talking, he sort of pauses and kind of almost like you would say like an animal sniffed the air.
I don't like that this man has a sixth sense for
He doesn't
us.
yeah, he doesn't actually sniff. He just sort of pauses and
Again, sixth sense.
he looks toward this general direction. Lessla and Cheese, you're about right here now.
Mhm.
He shoots this massive gout of fire across here, actually setting this building on fire as well. Just
Fuck.
casually breathes it from his mouth.
Can I do an Arcana check on that?
You absolutely can. What are you
Uh,
trying to determine?
Sorry, I was trying to determine. I don't know why it rolled. Oh, because I'm holding Alt. I'm trying to determine if the potency of that dragon's breath looks like other Dragonborn I've seen,
You
or
have
if it looks
advantage.
stronger. Yeah. Let me just do another normal roll. There we go. That's a 22.
There's no way
Nice.
that was from a Dragonborn.
Mm-hmm. Lessla.
That is far more powerful than a Dragonborn should be able to do.
Yep. Lessla.
If it was bigger and hotter.
And way too casual.
Lessla will make a will make a motion to Cheese to find Liari and to move away. She'll explain later.
Cheese nods and she finds the Ari. Well, we should go. Let's go. Let's go. Lady
He sort
Silverster
of
will be back shortly.
snarls at the crowd and starts walking back. You see him whisper something to one of the cultists as he does.
Can we hear it?
Roll a perception check.
Can
How
Cheese-
far
can
away is he
Cheese read
from
its
me?
Lips. Cheese read its
Because
lips.
I could read lips if he's less than 30 feet away.
He is not less than 30 feet.
17.
Is there any chance that my buddy is hearing this or no?
He's not hearing this part, no.
Okay, and I don't want him to get closer than necessary. So
You hear the
Oh,
squeak.
actually, it's if you can see a creature's mouth while it is speaking a language you understand, you can interpret what it's saying by reading its lips. It doesn't have a range band. Can I
No.
read his lips?
You can half see him, so I'll give you advantage on the perception check.
Okay. Let's hope it rolls correctly this time. Roll. Should be a 23. There we go.
So you actually do hear him. You hear him just sort of snarl to this man. Redouble the patrols. Find them. There's more in this city.
They're popping up like cockroaches.
And then, as the guy's about to run off, he grips his shoulder very hard, almost painfully. And this is like the most venomous hiss you've seen him utter. 3 days. And then, probably with about as much anger as he hissed it, just sort of lets him go and almost shoves him off. And the dude takes off.
Okay, Mr. Liari, let's go.
sorry,
Let's get
not
out of
sorry.
God damn you.
Oh my god.
I actually know what game that's from. Fuck you.
It's not that.
Not many people
Obscure of
have
a
played.
meme.
Not many people have played Majora's Mask though.
It's been a long time since I've even thought about Majora's Mask. Oh my
Dun, dun.
god.
Okay, Liari, let's move. Let's move. He is on to us. We should go.
Lessla still gets close enough to the crowd to use Mage Hand, or gets close enough to the house to use Mage Hand to get her rapier.
Okay, you're gonna have to walk through the fire and away from the crowd to do that now.
Is it? I doubt the house is 30 feet long.
This house? No.
Yeah, my Mage Hand has 30 feet. I know exactly where I put it.
Yep, I'm aware. I'm telling you that there is enough fire from the fire breath
Oh,
to where you will have to walk through it to get close enough to mage hand it. And the
All
crowd
right.
is not doing that.
well then Is the fire magical, or is it just fire?
It seems to just be fire as far as you can tell.
Then I'm just gonna control flame it to create a path.
Okay. I need you to roll me a stealth check at disadvantage if you're going to do that. Because
Alright.
there's still plenty of guards watching the crowd.
Oh god damn it! Is there no way to get around?
Not
Uh,
right now.
Come back later.
Fuck you! I want my rapier.
So a lot of you beat a hasty retreat from the guards. They're now sort of starting to go through and sort of push the people on, like, disperse, move along, nothing to see here.
I wait for the cat.
She comes back and sits on your shoulder. She actually seems a little bit,
Nervous.
Yeah, it's the first time that's kind of shaken her resolve.
And I
Um,
imagine I feel my hair being moved.
I'll
Yeah.
just like when I see like that, Corvus will I'm thinking just put his head against hers gently and I come measure. Realize what he's doing. And when he return to his usual stoicism and keep up moving.
mhm.
Yeah, when Lessla does come back, she will just comment, "That is no Dragonborn."
He's on to us 100%. He knows exactly.
If my guess
He
is
knows that there are more.
correct, the fire and all that, that's who those are the tracks we followed in the woods.
More than likely.
How did it transition?
Hmm. Did it look like he was going across the bridge as well, or did he go to a different
It did.
place?
It looked like he was going across the bridge.
Whatever it is, the time we have is currently 3 days.
Jeez. Got it. There's not enough time to get the water deep.
Not indeed.
Without reinforcements, we can't do much. But I don't want to find out what happens in 3 days.
Do what?
Well,
So, we have a choice to make. Leave these people to their fate and let the authorities sift through the ashes. Do something.
hey, Shadow, how flammable do the bridges look?
The bridges? They're pretty sturdy. They're stone.
Oh, they're stone. I thought they were wood. Great. Well, there goes that idea.
Images can be deceiving.
Yeah, they are designed to have like caravans cross them.
Oh.
You ain't safe here.
No one's safe here. That being said, the disappearances are connected to everything, and quite frankly, I'm stuck as to things we can do. I do not want to leave my bodyguard behind, but they're going to double the patrols to look for us.
They have enough troops on short notice. mean, if we're lucky, they'll have a shift. Everyone's nice and tired. If they have enough to have double patrols at the same frequency they have been, then there is far more than there should odds than there should.
Well, hmm.
We should go find somewhere to park.
That is not accurate at all.
Oh, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump. Clearly, we're fine.
Well, I was measuring it because I'm like, could we set the barracks on fire?
Eric?
Yeah, no, that's not remotely accurate. You can figure that each foot that it measures is about 20.
So 140.
Yeah.
Damn it, that is just out of length.
Well, then in that case, you just, try and find someplace like right here.
If we died, we have to make a decision now before we settle down somewhere. So we'll go on a sneak back to the camp, at which point getting back into town will be not possible.
And
try
we
to find
waste
another,
about a day.
and or we try to find another place of low occupation.
We could go back to that house.
Good. Low. What you said? The ground here is mud.
A lot of it is. There's honestly very little grass. This place looks like it has very quickly become disheveled from poor maintenance.
Fortunately, they might see tracks.
And the issue with the shack we were just in is there's one entrance and one exit. Not exactly,
It's
ideal.
defensible, but not escapable.
We didn't check the roof. Was there anything on the roof, Mr. Godman, that I hear in my head sometimes?
What was left of it? Holes and some plants that are kind of growing down in there. I would not advise trying to stand on the roof.
Not
Okay.
only that, just something to think about is the guards weren't alerted to anyone being dead in that area before. But when they double patrols, they're going to quickly find a bunch of dead guards in that area.
Mm-hmm. And one of the corpses is missing their horn. That, or if they all had horns, I took them all.
Mm-hmm.
Is there only the one horn, or are there more?
There were 2.
2? Cool. Not 20.
Help us.
We could, using our stealthy ones, try and draw them to a different side of town. Using the horn. And then, if the guards disperse, make our way across.
Oh, give me a day and I'll be the best distraction you've ever seen.
Want me to risk my life? I suggest you risk yours first.
Every moment we spend in this town is a risk, Corvus, so please do not mutter nonsense.
Could it be necessary?
No sign of a sewer system, is there in this place?
No.
Damn.
This is one of those buildings where, this is one of those towns where they open the window and say, look out below.
Actually, I learned this. Waterdeep also has that, but they have a guild that cleans up all of it.
Hey guys, there's a water wheel.
There is.
That's a bridge.
Where? Yes,
We
let's
can.
just chill in the water wheel.
No, I'm saying that if we get into the river, we can use the water wheel because it's a water wheel to get us up onto this ledge and climb about.
We're gonna
but
Twilight Princess it. Let's go.
Yes, yes. God damn all the Zelda references today. To get into this area, and
Quick,
then we
someone use
can
fuse.
see if they have guards on this side on this bridge as well, or they're only guarding this side. If they're only guarding this side, we could easily make our way across without having to go by the barracks. But we need the guards to clear out of this area so we can slide back down into the water.
Shadow,
Like I
can you
said,
quickly message me what spells my buddy has?
None that are going to come in very useful right now.
I can be a spectacular distraction and get caught, and all you have to do is free me whenever you get back over.
The problem with that, Cheese, is that we don't know where they're taking you.
A lot
Whenever
of
you
what
figure it out.
we're doing is trying to figure out where we need to be before we engage.
And I will also point out you do have someone who knows the town a lot better than you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Zorfea.
Yeah.
I will.
You have any idea where these people would be being held?
No, I don't.
Well, is there any other way of crossing across to the more economically sound part of this hamlet?
Not easily.
But there's a way.
Won't work for all of us, not without a big distraction.
And why is that?
Because it's too open, and if they're looking for everyone, they'll see us very, very quickly.
Alright, well, explain then.
When we were little, my brother and I snuck over by climbing onto the water wheel.
If we wait today, Cheese can wild shape into something after she causes a distraction, and then we could make our way
I
over.
don't think that's going to be enough.
What type of distraction do you think is necessary then?
We could try burn the house down.
We should talk to my father. If they're going to, who knows what, in 3 days, you have to do something.
It would be safer to rest back at the encampment, I do agree. I will look to everyone else and say is we do need more than just the, and now I have to count 2 plus us 6
7?
8, and I know that the Yuan Ti is somewhere, so 9. The 9 potential people we have here to take on this town.
Perhaps Mr. Green.
I
will
wouldn't
consider.
count Otzel, really. He's
still around.
likely blended back in with the guards.
If
Or has no, because he's still looking for presumably his wife? Whoever
Yes,
was in the
but
locket.
when the guards start patrolling, they're going to find all the dead bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And when he is not among them, they are no longer going to trust him. I have a feeling that he's just kind of hanging around us because, as a Yuan Ti, I have a feeling that this man is just camouflaging somewhere.
See, you're not really that far off.
He's just chilling right behind Cheese, like, I got my locket back.
He's on the roof.
Yes.
I'm going to get that locket back.
Little lady, I invite you to try. You're
I'm
gonna have
taller
a
than
fight on
you.
your hands. I'm very much aware of that.
All
I
right.
think what he's getting at is that he's a very slippery person.
Among other
Almost-
things.
Almost like a snake.
I resent that
I
remark.
can remove your limbs to make you more like a snake.
Snakes
That
aren't
will
even
get me that
flying.
lucky
You all,
step.
do, if you all don't stop, if you all don't stop giving me a headache, I'm gonna scream and then run.
Thank you,
Sorry.
friend.
Anyway,
I only showed up to offer you all a hand. I'm having to get out of here for exactly as you said. Thank you for blowing my cover, by the way. Really appreciate that.
well,
But anyway, if you all want a way to get out, I'm about to make a lot of noise.
Why?
does he pull out the horn?
No, he doesn't pull out the horn. But let's just say, if I cut my ropes correctly, which I'm pretty sure I did, you've got about 2 minutes before there's a very loud noise at the gate on the other side of town where your friend there left his mount.
Hmm.
Minute 50 seconds.
Why?
Well, I suppose we should be getting prepared to leave. That being said, have the guards cleared out from that house yet?
Not entirely, but it is much more sparse.
Syndrus, you know this, you know the layout best. Just there without people noticing.
I can.
Need my goddamn rapier. Anyway, but then lead the way, and hopefully, if we are passing by that house, I can try and get my rapier.
You can detour that way. But I will tell you that the gate in question, where Liari left his steed, is over here.
Are you on the GM layer?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
This is the gate Liari would have had to come through.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So we basically try to leave the same way we
Yeah,
came.
you can try and sneak back and then try. No, you guys came in like over towards this side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we came in down here.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Yeah, we'd be going that way.
And
Which
Liari
it's-
can go. Someone will have to go with Liari to help him get his steed
Horse.
and get him back, which will probably wind up being Laura.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, splitting up would probably be a good idea. Which is not something I say very often within this context.
Do what you will. You've got a minute before something very loud rocks the whole town.
All right, well then
I,
let's get
for
moving.
one, am going to take my leave.
I ask, man, what's so important about your sword?
You would not understand.
Sapphire's just gonna start making her way towards where they need to go. Which I don't know which route is the best to take.
Mhm.
I am following Otzel's lead, and I'm just gonna go.
Oh, he's gone again.
Yeah, I figured he just like dipped.
Yeah. You're following Syndrus.
Mhm.
And when you get to about there, you
Bang.
hear from not so much a bang. You hear like this loud like thud, like you can feel it.
Oh.
And after a little while, you start to see a lot of smoke and a cloud of dust rising from this direction.
I feel like that was blasting powder.
Oh,
Why? Come on, let's go. Let's get your
There-
sword and let's go.
Wait,
Let's
you
go.
said there's cloud and dust coming from over here
Yep.
and not over there.
This
Yep.
is where Liari's horse is.
Yes. This is where Liari's steed is.
And
Mhm.
now we have to go
Indeed, I
that
mean.
way to get out safely.
Or you can try and sneak down this way again. The guards are going to be mostly over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is gonna stick with Lessla because I feel like Lessla is gonna go Zeus away in order to get her rapier back.
Yeah.
So,
But with all the chaos going on, I'm not gonna make you roll.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be able to get out just fine. There might be 1 or 2 guards in the way, but you'll be able to handle them very quickly.
And I now have a very blackened rapier. Thank you, Shadow.
Look, it will scrub off very easily. It is just some small ash.
I don't
It's
think
got
warped. It's
character
also the blade's warped.
Yep.
It's
Well,
unfortunate.
oh no!
He's got
the
some
blades
character
are not
now.
warped.
It's very hot
blade-
fire.
Very hot fire, yes. But it was
That
also
was-
inside a house.
It was also inside a sheath.
Yes.
A leather
But
sheath.
No.
I know it's been a bit of a short session, but that's where I'm going to call it for tonight. We'll
Understandable.
pick up later with you guys getting back into the.
All right. With that, we'll end it there. As always, have a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are, and remember to stay frosty. For those of you who like the music before the video and coming up, please like and subscribe. If you want more content like this, ring that notification bell and view the links down in the description if you wish to support the creators who made the music or myself.